okay, we're going to go into the next reference that we have here, okay, combination between geometrical kind of structures and also organic kind of elements over here, okay. How actually I'm going to construct these elements, okay, it's all based on our understanding how to work basically with the strokes, the line and strokes, alright, okay, based on these reference compositions there, right. So if you take a look closely back again, alright, if I'm going to add some shading in these areas, I'm going to use a vertical kind of line there, okay, combined with horizontal kind of line there, okay, to emphasize on the element itself there. Construct basically the structures back again. Yeah. This is the pipe there, right, okay, if I'm not mistaken, this is the pipe there. So some major details that you guys cannot actually work there, okay, you just can actually just leave it there, okay, with a very thin kind of strokes and line there, right. So it's quite challenged there, okay, for you guys, okay, if you guys give a bit on your shot to work with this kind of details, right, okay. But some of the details, okay, I didn't actually emphasize a lot, right. I'm going to use a little bit kind of my kind of understanding knowledge to create some of the patterns there, right, okay. Those are the things that I do. Even though we can use image manipulations that to work, right, in order to escape from working with a lot of details right here, okay, because a lot of digital kind of artists, my friend, okay, who actually teach also the same subjects over here, they actually always ask me, right, to emphasize to work with this kind of image superimpose back again, this method of techniques. But yes, we can do that, right, okay. But at the mid-times, I just want to give you guys a challenge a bit how actually you're going to construct those patterns without having a lot of technology-based kind of methods there, right? We don't use a superimpose, right, kind of methods that works that place. But we're just relying on our hand kind of drawings styles there, okay, for this exercise here. Alright. So they're going to be a little bit more challenged there, right, okay, to work here, because some of the elements it's not that clear enough for us to work there, okay. So that means your creativity is okay to emphasize on the detailings. It's all based on your knowledge how to construct back again the line there. Alright, so all these kind of ideas of working with this kind of drawings, right, we are not just try to draw and then close the books, okay, after that, right, okay. What we can do, we learn from this kind of exercise how to construct our own details later on there, right, okay. Those are the things that really important that it works. Alright, take a look on the drawing itself there. It's a very sketchy kind of line there, okay, but we can see a lot of emphasizing on the detailing there, where we can go basically from here, okay. Those are the most important thing about it, right, okay. Let's just say if you want to add some shadings and shadows, okay, you can use wet sponge brushes. I'm going to use a very low kind of flows there, okay, and I can paint it up like that. See? So a lot of things can be actually apply and save more time, okay, when you actually add a little bit on detailing on the shadings there, right, okay, on the drawing itself. Sorry there, okay, not shading but drawing itself, right? So the shadings are going to cover back again, right, and create a form of the structure back again on the element that we draw just now there, right? Okay, so this is the good thing about having a very detailed kind of drawings here. Alright, so this is a good thing about having a very good kind of line drawing strokes before we're going to add a little bit more on the details there. Okay. So there's a lot of things we can go from here there, okay? I can use my own lasso tool, right? Okay, for example like this one there, right? There, a little bit here, copy and paste, so I can see a lot of detail from there, right? Okay, I can use also filters, blur, Gaussian blur effects there, right? Okay, just to give a little bit more enhancement on the shadows there, right? You can, depending on how it works there, right? Okay? And I'm also can use, okay, I can also use all media wet flow back again, adjust back the flows, adjust the size, and I can use white colors there, right? Okay, to add a little bit on the detailings there, right? Okay, the highlights, detailing on those structures itself there, right? Okay, these are the things, right? Okay, I saw some of you guys, okay, like Joanna try to add some what we call that highlights, okay, for these structures there, okay. So we can use them, but we not actually what we call that put too much kind of what we call that highlight there, okay. Just a little bit kind of emphasizing on the structures there, okay, just to add some suggestions, kind of what we call that light or structures, kind of what we call light there, okay. Highlight kind of tones from there, okay. Those are the things that we can do from here. All right.